What is going on, everybody, and welcome on back into Call of the Wild, where today I am bringing you my top 5 tips to get more diamonds in the game. Now, there is no trickery involved. These are just 5 very good practices that I want to encourage you guys to go ahead and get into, and I guarantee that it will directly increase the amount of diamonds that you get. There's going to be 4 main parts to this video. The first one is going to be the setup, then it will be the hunting, followed by the collecting, and then we will also discuss on how to repeat. So let's go ahead and start by discussing the setup. The first thing that you're going to want to do is decide which of the 67 animals in this game you are wanting to focus on. I have decided to go ahead and focus on the fallow deer, and I have chosen the Te Awaroa Reserve to do my grind on. The next thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and find some need zones for that animal. So I have some around this lake up here. I also have another need zone in the little cove over here. I then have 2 fallow deer need zones either side of the bridge, even though one of them isn't showing quite yet. And then I have 3 along the river. If I come a little bit further up, I have another fallow deer need zone over here, 2 more at the lake a little bit higher up. Plenty of need zones for us to start collecting animals from. Now then, one thing that you're going to want to do for every hunting location is put a tripod down. The reason for this is going to be that will take your hunting pressure down to a quarter of what it usually would be. Make sure that you go ahead and put a tripod down near your need zones. And then the other thing would be a time-saving mechanism, which is that if there's no outpost nearby, go ahead and place down a tent so that you don't have to run quite as far to get to that location. So we have come on over to one of my favorite spots, which is going to be this beautiful lake over here where I actually have 4 fallow deer need zones. And if we go ahead and have a look around this lake, you can see that there are plenty of level 4s. That one there even creeping up over the diamond requirement, hitting a 259. And then if we carry on going around here, you can see there's more fallow deer, a whole bunch of fallow deer up here. So we've just opened up another need zone there, taking us up to 5 at this lake. If we have a look through the trees here, there is another whole bunch over there. And then we also have a whole bunch more, and then we also finally have another couple hidden in the trees over here. Now then, you have just seen an absolute ton of fallow deer around this lake, and that is no fluke. In fact, it's the reason that I recently put out a video that is guaranteed to help you make a crap ton of money and XP in the game. So make sure you go ahead and give that video a watch, which is in the right hand corner of the screen right now. But we have now moved on to phase 2, which is going to be the hunting aspect of our diamond grind. And then here's what you're going to want to do. The first thing is get into your hunting setup at the start of their need zone time, and when you go ahead and have a look around, only take out the biggest males that you see. So I'm talking the level 4s, or if there isn't a level 4, the level 3s. The reason for this is going to be that if you take out a level 2 or a level 1, they're so far away from being diamond that it's really not worth your time. Also, don't take out the females. Taking out the females will never give you a diamond, so it's essentially just wasting time and increasing the hunting pressure, which is what we actually want to avoid. And then finally, make sure that you go ahead and repeat this for every single one of your need zones. That's the key to this, is making sure that we do all of our need zones to get the highest possible chance that one of them will respawn a diamond for us. Okay, so as you will have seen right there, I went around the entirety of the lake and I only took out the biggest level 4s and 3s that I could find. And because we are in a tripod, you can see how little hunting pressure that we did. This is basically your fail safe to make sure that you don't delete any of your need zones when taking out the animals. And we are now going to go ahead, make our way around the lake and pick up all of those animals that we took down. So this will be the process that you do for every single one of your need zones. It doesn't matter where it is on the map, whether it be up at this lake, down in this little cove, or even at the side of the bridge here. You want to go ahead and follow the same principle. Take out the biggest ones and then make sure that you go ahead and pick them up. And the reason for that is going to be that the respawn timer in-game is 2 in-game days, and that starts from the moment that that animal is harvested or picked up. Now then, of course, there are a couple of exceptions to this, okay? You want this to be as quick and as efficient as possible. That's the reason you put in all of the work beforehand. So if there's an animal that you slightly messed up the shot on and it ran off, don't go chasing after it, trying to track it down. It's only one animal. If it wasn't a potential diamond rating, then forget about it. Just keep on moving on, pick up as many as possible, and then repeat. Alrighty, so with that last fallow deer right there, we have covered phase 1, which is our setup. We've covered phase 2, which is our hunting, and now we have covered phase 3, which is going to be our collection. The final phase, which is going to be phase 4, is our repeating. So what can we do that allows us to go ahead and repeat this time and time again until we get a diamond? Well, you have a couple of options, options, okay? So for example, say you wanted to go ahead and remove the hunting pressure from over here. What we can go ahead and do is move on to one of our other hunting locations. Now, obviously, you guys are going to have hunting pressure spread much further. All that I've done here is I've taken out one of my specific need zones, and the reason for that is purely to keep the video short. However, you guys need to make sure that you repeat this for every single need zone for whichever animal you're going after. That is something that I can't stress the importance of enough. However, once you've done that, if you have some hunting pressure at locations that you don't want to have, then there are a couple of options. The first one is going to be distribute it to other locations on the map. So for example, if I jump up into this tripod here and I take on this fallow deer, you will see that this hunting pressure up here will go from looking like this to now having phased out a little bit in this area because I have added in another bit of hunting pressure over here. For each different location that I go to and the fallows that I shoot, this will become less and less until it is completely wiped from this area, and then we can go back there and the animals will behave as normal. The other option that you have, of course, is to go anywhere else on that map and take out any other animal. It doesn't have to be necessarily the animal that you are going after. However, I would encourage that because obviously that is going to keep on grinding out those animals and increasing the chances that a diamond will spawn in. Now then, I also know that I've had people say to me, hey Andy, I've been hunting in one location and now no fallow deer seem to be coming in there. What can I do? Well, the first thing that you're going to want to do is go ahead and reset your time back to the start of the need zone. Then either go onto a different map or go to your hunting lodge or even restart the game and then load back in and then restart time again. What that's going to do is that's going to prompt the game to refresh all of your animals, and it should encourage them to come back to that original zone. And then once the animals do start coming back into that need zone, now then, for example, there may be the odd location like we have over here where we don't have anything set up for it. We don't have a tripod, we don't have a tent, nothing like that, and that's okay. With regular hunting, when you're on your feet like this, you can take out up to 4 animals before you delete a need zone. So if there's only one that you want to take out, that should be absolutely fine. However, I would encourage trying to put tents and tripods down in as many places as possible. There we have it. As we go ahead and make our way on over to pick these up, I do hope that this video has given you a really clear guide on how you can set your map up ready to start on the diamond grind, and you can also apply this to any form of Great One grind that you guys want to take on as well. Principle will be the same, apart from instead of going for a diamond, you are going for a Great One. So like I said at the start, if this video has been really useful for you to give you a better idea on how to hunt, then please do go ahead and like, and if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button as well, because I believe that there's 93% of people watching the videos right now that aren't subscribed yet, and I'm hoping that together we can go ahead and reduce that amount. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed. Enjoy the hunting out there, and I will see you in the next video. But until then, peace.